Hi, this is Liz.
And this is Kim.
Thanks for joining us for the 4th episode of Season 2 of Keep Up with Liz and Kim.
Well, so our first restaurant week in Ada Village is in the books.
Loved it. It was amazing. There was activation. People were excited. I keep hearing like, oh my gosh, I have to go back. I wish that would be on the menu. So a great experience.
Yes. So hopefully, we'll hopefully do something like this again in the future.
Most definitely. And we're getting into November, which is crazy. So we're talking holiday shopping. We're seeing the windows in the retail stores change. You guys, let's support local this season, most definitely. The retail stores, they have amazing things.
I love about our local shops is the owners are often the people you're talking to in the stores. And they are so willing to help you if you want to create a wish list, which we'll talk more about later with one of the events, or they're happy to sell you a gift card if somebody wants to come back, or to put together a certain package for you, or to really talk through what you're looking for purchases. But back to the gift cards, don't score the importance of supporting these local businesses. And if you're really not sure what to get for people, come out, buy gift cards to our local businesses so people can come back in January and February when it's a little slower and really support local.
Most definitely. All right. Should we introduce our guest today?
Yes. Today we have Chief Murray from the Ada Fire Department coming on the show. Chief Murray moved to West Michigan in 1974 and Ada in 1978. He is married with 3 kids and 2 grandkids. He began at the Ada Fire Department in 1987 as an on-call firefighter, and in 1990 became the department's first full-time firefighter, and he has served as chief for the last 10 years.
All right, we're super excited to introduce Dave. We are super excited to have Chief Murray here with us today. Dave, we always ask the hardest question first, which is, tell us a little bit about yourself and your path to becoming a firefighter.
I have lived in Ada since 1978, a long time. I became a paid-on-call firefighter, but I'm told by my family that I actually was a fireman when I was like 4 or 5 and making the siren noises going down the street. But I was in sales before, and I thought, hey, I'm going to get into this paid-on-call thing, which 2 years later turned into a full-time job.
Okay. In Ada?
In Ada, yep.
Okay.
I've been here full-time for 34 years, and 10 years of that as chief.
Wow.
Incredible. So a decade as chief. Was it the sales job that brought you to Ada?
No, my parents moved here in 78.
Okay.
So we were one of the last houses over in Ada town. One of my first jobs was at Village Market, which was before O'Brien's Market.
Yeah.
So I was so young I would ride my dirt bike up there, and you're wearing a white shirt and tie and corduroys to take care of the empties and stock the shelves, things like that.
Very fun. When it was located up on Fulton Avenue.
Yep, right where Vitale's is
right
now.
Gosh, so crazy how many things have changed, but then have also come back, right? Like O'Brien's is back. So you have been with the fire department for a very long time. How do you stay motivated, and what is like that love and true passion that keeps you at the fire department?
To kid you not, this is the best job ever. Every single day is different. Having been here for so long, you go to these medical calls and you know a lot of the people already.
Yeah.
And that just helps them to calm down, and because it's a friendly face that they've seen, or the kids have seen us from going to school, but I wouldn't trade this job for anything.
Yeah, that's amazing. And it is, you do know everyone. I mean,
it seems that way.
Yes. Which I had a family member here, and that is how we kind of really connected, is we were talking about that and come to find out that you were the one that got the call for my grandma. Correct. Which is crazy. So yeah, you have connections with everybody and know everyone, which is amazing. It brings comfort to a lot of people.
Yeah, and speaking of a friendly face, you always have a smile on your face, Dave. And I think that is incredible that you are out in the community. You are always very open to talking about things, thinking through ways we can do our events better or how we can collaborate in the community. And I thought it was very fascinating as we were working on our 35th anniversary information for the ABA that you were very involved with the ABA in the past.
There was a time, yes, when I was the president, and I didn't own a business, but I was a part of the community being at the fire department. And I mean, it was probably two or 3 years of being the president. And I mean, it was great. And that makes one more connection with all the businesses and all the business owners around.
Yeah, most definitely. And then, we keep seeing new businesses coming to Ada, and I'm sure it's exciting for the fire department as well to meet those new businesses and even get to know those new individuals.
It is. And all the new buildings that you see downtown, the contractors, usually from first companies, will give us a tour before they're occupied. So the entire fire department will go through, figure out things, how they're laid out, and just become more familiar with it.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk a little bit about how you guys are involved in the community, like the events that you throw and what you guys do, even just like the other day, how you guys were doing an inspection before an event? I mean, you guys are boots on the ground a lot around here.
We are. I mean, that's the big part of what we do is just being involved in the community. The entire month of October, our teams were in every one of the schools from preschool up to like third grade doing fire prevention. So every day they were out in the field. But all the events, I mean, it seems that we're always a part of, because if there's a parade, we got to put a fire truck in it, right? Who doesn't love a fire truck? But closing the roads and just being involved, Tinsel Treat and Trolley, our people will be out there doing traffic and lighting up intersections, making things safer, but basically just being seen and being part of the community.
Yes, and there is something about that red truck that kids love. I mean, over and over at events, you see the families lined up and the kids want to sit in the seat. They even want to just touch the big red truck. And I don't know what causes that, but do you have any insight on why kids are so fascinated by the fire truck?
I've been doing it for years, and I still love it. This year, to go to the schools, we've actually installed a slide on the fire truck, which the guy said kids don't even look in the fire truck. They go up the stairs on one side and slide out the other, and they just love it.
That is a very fun addition. I believe you had that out at Pumpkin Prowl as well, right?
We did.
And I joke, like, oh, for adults and kids? You're like, no, just the kids, please. But such a cool, like, that's what I love about what you guys do is you're not only just, like, bringing a fire truck, but you're adding an activity. You're making it fun. You're making it activated, right, with the kids and the candy and talking and all that kind of stuff. So what you guys do is truly amazing, and Kim and I, with all the events that we throw and how much you guys help us, we really appreciate everything. So thank you.
We're just glad to be a part of it, and it's just we're involved in so many community events because that's what it's all about.
All right. So over this long tenure, what is one of your favorite memories you have of being either a firefighter or as chief here in Ada?
The highlights of our careers are when we deliver babies.
Really?
And I've done 4 of them. Aww. 2 of them have actually happened at the fire station. They didn't quite make it. I mean, we've opened the garage door and it was minutes later, and we've had deliveries. And
wow, that must be quite the experience.
that is the highlight. Yep.
And how big is our team? How big is the Ada Fire Department team?
All the departments around us seem to not be able to find people, but every year we're sending 3 to 5 guys to the academy. So we've got, I think, 3 guys in the fire academy now. 4 of them just finished their EMT class. So we're about 20 to 22 people.
Okay. And what does that look like if somebody was interested in becoming involved with the Ada Fire Department? Like, what's the time commitment and what type of training does that involve?
The fire academy starts in the fall, so you'll start about now and you'll finish in the spring, 2 nights a week. And all of our people have got another day job. Okay. So we know you're not going to come to calls during the day. So they'll finish their fire academy, and then the following winter they will do their EMT training, which is basically that same schedule.
Okay.
So once you get through those two things, then we train the first 3 Mondays of the month. So Monday nights we're at the station, so you'll drive by and you'll see the doors open, or if it's the third Monday, you'll see the grill going or the pizza delivery, because we always will provide a meal on one of the nights.
Oh, fun. And that all happens at the Ada Fire Department?
Correct.
Okay.
This week we did driver's training, so we needed more room, so we go up to Keystone Church on Spalding.
Oh, they drive the truck?
Yep.
Okay.
They let us use the whole lot up there to practice. And
Oh, great. I bet you it takes a bit to learn how to back that truck up and move it around.
the newer ones have all got cameras, so you cameras to back up, cameras to change lanes. But, right, it's a whole bunch bigger than an F-250.
Yes, just a bit. So do you have any, like, good, crazy, fun stories that you have experienced in all of the years as being a firefighter?
Like some of our biggest fires, because we'll do mutual aid or automatic aid with the departments around it. So one of the bigger ones we had is the McDonald's in Lowell burned.
Oh.
And that was a while ago. And we were there all day. Well, you got to eat, right? So Burger King brought lunch over for us to eat while we're putting out the McDonald's fire.
Oh, goodness. That's a good one.
Yeah, that is a good
Not the
one.
fire, but funny that you
right.
ate from the neighboring fast food restaurant.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's another community thing. Everybody
Right.
pitches in and takes care of everybody. And
Do you think with the growth of Ada, we still truly have that community foundation? Do you still feel that?
we do. I do. It's still a small little town.
Yeah.
It's a town that every community wishes they could have,
Yeah.
because we ride our bikes down here, we'll take walks down here, and it's not that far away, and there is so much good stuff to do. We're out here on Wednesday nights, listen to the music, or we're at Beers at the Bridge, or just to come down for dinner. You have so many different choices now.
Yeah, absolutely incredible shops and restaurants to choose from, like you said, and it's also walkable. So, speaking of it being walkable, on a perfect Saturday, what would you come down and do in Ada?
We're able to we've got e-bikes. We're able to jump on those and just take the back roads to get down here. But we'll come and park them and take a walk. I mean, we've gone down Fulton Street where you go under Fulton Street on that trail, which is really neat. One of my favorite trails is the one they did on Pettis, because it's in and out from the road. It goes behind old foundations that they left. But just mostly wander around. I had some relatives in town a few weeks ago, and her dad was an engineer and knew all about Detroit, so he would give us the tour. So when she came to town, I said, I'm giving you the tour. And I actually took her through the hotel and pointed out everything. And then we went from building to building and just pointed out that cool architecture that we've got here. Mm-hmm. It's something new, but it still looks old.
Yeah. Right. And that's the story that I think keeps that community foundation too, is like we keep talking about the history and how we were built and all of this kind of stuff, and I think that's what keeps that community foundation.
Yeah, and even though there are a lot of new buildings, they still have that charm.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and I think that makes a big difference. I mean, I love modern architecture as well. However, I think it's been very intentional with the way things are added to Ada, and it just increases that that charming appeal for people to come out and really enjoy it as a family.
It's very. And then at the hotel, though, a lot of the staff there went to our museum to learn the history of the town. Mm-hmm. So if you have a question of what is the poster or what is Rick's, the staff knows what that is. And it's like, that is cool that somebody's actually taken that extra step.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. And even like every room as the art in there is actual like history. It's a menu or an old artifact or something like that. So in almost every aspect of that hotel, there is like history in every corner, which is very cool.
Oh, yep. So anything new and exciting for the fire department that you're looking forward to in 2025, or is it pretty much going to be business as usual?
We've got some new equipment coming. We'll have one truck that's coming in the spring. We bought it early so that we could save some money. That's going to be here in the spring. But before it gets to us, it's going to be on display at, they call it the Fire Department Instructors Conference in Indianapolis, where firefighters from all over the world will be there. So it's pretty cool to have one of our trucks on display. It's entirely made in Michigan. The cab and the chassis are from Spartan, which is down in Charlotte. And then it goes to South Haven with Spencer Manufacturing. They build the whole body and the pump. And then all the lights, emergency lights and sirens, come out of Hudsonville for sound off.
So it's actually quite a locally made vehicle.
It is.
Yeah. How cool is that?
And that'll be our third one from them, because I can get on the phone and I can talk to the owner. He will answer the phone anytime.
I love that.
Yeah, that is great.
That
so you're
is.
very involved in the building of the fire truck, which is,
'Cause
I would never would have.
everyone is different.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. And then based on what your needs are at that time, is that how you're choosing new improvements or changes to the?
Correct.
Okay.
This one will be up at Station 2, and most of the area north of Fulton doesn't have fire hydrants, so we have to bring a lot more water. So this truck will have 3,000 gallons of water on it.
Wow. Oh.
So it'll be in addition to the one we have up there was 3,000. So combined, that will help insurance ratings because we're showing up with a lot more water.
Okay.
So this might be a very dumb question. I guess there's no dumb question, but how do you fill up your trucks with 3,000 gallons of water?
We actually have a fire hydrant in the station, so when we're done, we'll fill up there. But if we're on a scene, we will go to a location to fill them up, wherever there's a fire hydrant.
Okay. You just
So if you get on the north end
Yeah.
by Forest Hills Eastern, there's hydrants, Grand Valley Estates, we can fill up there.
Okay, but you have a fire hydrant in your stations that you
Correct.
fill up your trucks with.
Yep.
So does it just look like a fire hydrant that's out at a corner somewhere?
It's the exact same thing.
No kidding.
Which
Who
gives,
would have guessed?
it's a perfect way for the newer people to practice.
Oh,
Right.
that makes sense. You mean you're not sticking a hose in there and letting it run for 5 days?
There was a time, yes.
Could you imagine?
Oh my gosh, no.
Sorry,
no.
we can't come out on that call. We're still filling.
Yeah, right. It's like my in-laws' pool. It's just like hose sits there for a few
Right.
days. Well, thank you. This was amazing. We really appreciate you taking the time, coming out, and everything you truly do for all of us. So thank you.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, and I appreciate all that you two do for our community.
And if somebody wants to stay connected to the fire station, I'm also going to give you a little plug for the upcoming Santa Parade. Tell people how they can get involved with that, and then how they can stay involved with the fire station.
This will be our 30th year of doing the parade. Way back when I was on the Business Association, they were putting up banners for the first time, and I said, this is great, we need a parade, and they said, great, put it together. So Santa has been here for 30 years. This will be his 30th year. We've got Forest Hills Northern Band has never let us down. They're here every single year. The Kent Career Tech Center is where we get our cookies, and we get, I believe, 600 plus cookies coming from there.
Okay.
And then we do the hot chocolate that day too. So we did change the start time this year till 10 a.m.
On December 7th.
Correct.
Perfect. And people just come and line up? What's the process there?
Line up on River Street. It's nothing formal. It'll go from River, past Speedway, past the hardware, end up at the fire station.
Excellent. All right. And then you guys have a Facebook page. How else can people stay connected?
Yep, you can look us up on Facebook under Ada Fire Department.
Very
Love
easy.
it. Who would have guessed?
Well, thanks a lot for joining us today, Dave.
Thank you.
All right, Cam, should we jump into the Fast Five?
Let's do it.
All right, number 1, EHTC ribbon cutting on November 21st at 4 p.m. Join the ABA. This is going to be a fun, exciting time. Check out the EHTC building. It is, if you guys don't know where it is right behind 5th 3rd. You can see it from Fulton Street, and you can see it from Ada Drive.
Yes, and there will be a reception afterwards, so hang around and meet the employees and get a tour. Ada Historical Society wreath sale starts November 22nd. I know many of you wait for this. The wreaths are beautiful every year. They already have information and an order form on the website for the Ada History Center. So visit the Ada History Center website or the Facebook page for more information and get those wreaths ordered.
All right, and number 3, starting December 1st, Ada Village will be a magical place to stroll and enjoy the window competition, Festival of Trees, and the Holiday Light Walk. It is absolutely beautiful down here. So if you are from out of town or if you live in the Grand Rapids area, definitely come down to Ada and check it all out.
And the first weekend in December will feature 2 big events you do not want to miss. On Friday, December 6th, it is Tinsel Treats and Trolleys, starting at 5:30 with the bridge lighting and going through 9 o'clock. Well, we have talked about this a little bit before, but really go to the Facebook event. We're posting a lot of information about what will be happening this year, some of the new items that we will have that are new. And then on December 7th, we already touched on this a little bit with our interview with Dave, but it is the Ada Santa Parade that starts at 10 a.m.
That is going to be so much fun. I'm excited. All right, and then last but not least, Women's Night, December 14th, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Make it a day in Ada Village. Fill out your wish list, and the stores will send that wish list to the email that you provide. So if you are one of those people that are hard to buy, which is all of us, definitely fill out your wish list, put an email onto it, and then the businesses will send that wish list or let them know that that wish list is at a store. So definitely come out, enjoy the night, get some holiday shopping done on Women's Night. We're doing free mugs to the first 50 women. It is always a great time, so come on out.
Okay, that's our Fast Five. And if you want to keep up with what is happening in Ada, learn about the businesses, and participate in our upcoming events, follow Discover Ada and the ABA on social media, and subscribe to this podcast.
And as always, thanks for listening. Now try to keep up.